Happy Weekend Academy. This morning I want to talk to you about the triplet that blocks one of the pillar of our success and our ability to go forward. And that pillar is personal responsibility for our lives. Those triplets that are toxic and blocks that pillar from actually having an effect and an impact on the way we look at life is the tendency to blame, point fingers, tendency to come up with excuses for our actions or for our inactions, and a tendency to compare ourselves to others. That triplet, those three, are killers to our success. They just block our progress, they block our achievement, they block our ability to go forward. And I learned it the hard way. Even that point in time in my life, I couldn't put labels on them, but my grandma did such an excellent job, and she was so adamant and vigilant about driving them out of me. At 10 years old, coming from Cedar Valley, she sent me to pick up some ground provision, and I came back home so wet by walking in the rain, and I was like, oh grandma, I'm so wet, and tonight I'm going to be sick because the rain wet me up. I was blaming the rain. She said, no, the rain didn't wet you up. You passed every banana tree on the way, and you didn't cut a banana leaf and held over your head, and you come here soaking and talking about the rain. I used to say, well, grandma, I didn't come from school late. It's not only me who came from school late. My cousin came home late too. She's saying that why are you comparing? You're telling me about your cousin. Did you born with your cousin? And she was always stringent and adamant about that. And she was saying, oh, go get the sugar in the kitchen, Lewin. And I was coming back out, oh, grandma, I can't catch the sugar. The sugar is too far on the counter. She's saying that you're making an excuse. What you tell me about the sugar is too far on the counter. Why don't you pull up a chair or pull up the martyr, climb on the martyr and bring the sugar to me when I send you for something? And she was so strident with it until she got to the point where she started to recognize my facial expressions when I was ready to give an excuse or compare myself or blame somebody else for my action or inaction. And as soon as I was about to open my mouth, she would be like, shut up, I don't want to hear it. Do what I tell you to do. And it's the same thing we went to school with. We never studied for the exam, or we never did any additional reading. We failed, we say, oh, the test is too hard. We come out here in life and we do the same thing. We blame the society, and we blame government, and we blame how we were raised for not settling down and focusing and finding a way in this day and age to get to where we want to get to and to pursue our dreams. We're always finding excuses. We are always comparing ourselves to others. We eat, we're overweight, we say, well, I'm not too fat, and I'm not so unhealthy. The guy in the office is bigger than I am. And these are the killers. These are toxic. Blame, excuses, and comparison. Looking sideways, talking about I'm not here, but watch that guy who is there, instead of taking the time to focus, to find our way, to do what needs to be done to take ourselves where we want to go. That is important. You have to appreciate that, because those are what blocks us from taking personal responsibility from our lives. Obama once said that excuses are tools of the incompetent, used to build bridges to nowhere and monuments of nothingness. And those who give them seldom reach anywhere. Excuses, blaming, and comparison. Run your own race. Go for what you want. Stop looking beside you. Stop looking behind you. Stop pointing fingers, because there's no reason to do that. Use that time and energy to find your own way forward and to fix your own life the way you want it, to design your life and to find your own happiness. Do not let those triplets of killers rob you of your success. There's absolutely no excuse. There's nobody to blame. And there's no point in comparing yourself to others. Run your own race. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend, Academy. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching my video.